I'm very excited about the European Startup and Scale-up Strategy. This is really Europeans' moment for startups and scale-up to grow.
For a long time we've been talking about how can we basically defragment the whole approach to setting up a startup in Europe. So I'm very happy to see this 28th regime, which is basically a way to defragment the whole legislation in Europe on that, and just making it easier for startups to get going.
The Startup and Scale-up Hubs are an important initiative of the European Startup and Scale-up Strategy. To put it quite simply, we have a lot of excellent startup ecosystems in Europe, like UnternehmerTUM here in Munich. We need to link them better so they provide to each other access to infrastructure, their corporate, venture capital funds, and exchange talents.
The EU is pushing really hard to connect all the extraordinary startup hubs in Europe. So with that, we are building the ideal landscape for startup to start, grow and scale in Europe.
A few years ago, we started Rise Europe, which is an initiative of the leading ecosystem builders in Europe. Now it's really the time to join forces with the European Commission to create really European unicorns and European great scale-ups.
The Scaleup Fund can really help us to build huge funding rounds within Europe for Europe.
What really excites me about the EU Scaleup Fund is that we are finally getting a multi-LP, multi-billion fund with leading capabilities to close the growth gap in European deep tech scene.
We are driving deep tech in Germany, and what we need most is financial backing from Europe to stay and to scale here.
We see that all the efforts that the European Union is now taking lead to us being supported along the way, scaling from 20 people now to maybe 200, 500 in the next couple of years.